we got the quest, obviously. I don't run Desperate Prey because I've been facing a lot less aggro. I might put it in for the druid matchup, but I don't think it's quite useful there. Charlotte the Naru, obviously. Tradable Silence. 2 copies of the Light of Burns. 1 Condemn. Deep Run can get me a 3, a 4, and a 7. Because it reduces them by 1. Usually gets me a lot of 2-drop mechs or 3-drop mechs, which aren't useful, but at times it does get me a 3, a 4, or a 7, which is very useful when I'm just getting a drought on the draw. 2 Doomsayers. They are very good at slowing down the opponent. Drop it on turn 2. They skip their turn 3. And if you have some way to put it behind a taunt later on, then it's a board clear. Sketchy Stranger gets me a 3 sometimes with the Mage Secret. Driving Shadows is necessary. I'm putting 2 copies of Cathedral because I'm putting 2 copies of the Soul, the Dispossessed Soul, which we'll get to later. Sorceress to discover more spells. Forensic Duster slows them down a little bit. It's probably the weakest card in here, I think. I am thinking of getting rid of it, but I just don't know what 3 to substitute it for. Identity Theft I didn't have in the deck at the start. But I have seen that it's very useful. It can get information on the opponent's hand, which is very good to have. And also what's still left in their deck. And, you know, at times it does get you the mana cost cards that you are lacking for the quest. Ranathal just to get me some extra health. Akani, Dispossessed Soul, which discovers a copy of a card in the deck. Obviously all the cards in my deck, I want them to be here, so this is a good card to have. But it only happens if there's a location on board. Usually I pay this later on, but if I'm forced to play it on 4 without a location, I will. It doesn't matter that much to me. It's a better throw out 4 drop as, you know, than anything else I have. Lightmore for a little bit of AoE. I'm also thinking of getting rid of this. It's not activating as much as I had hoped in the hand. But the times it has activated, it has been very useful. Ruin. I only run 1 copy. I used to run 2, and I realized that 2 copies is too much. Usually you only need 1 Ruin per game. Theatar is necessary. He is insane. Steal the opponent's win condition. Get information on their hand. Steal their own Theatar or their Mutinous. Clean the scene. Board clear. Spirit Guide. Draws 2 cards. Talon draws one of the higher minions, either the 8 or one of the 7s, if I've drawn the 8 naturally. Light Bomb, another board clear. Light Bomb's not very good. I've noticed that. That aggro decks nowadays do run a little bit more health than attack. But there have been, you know, a few situations where it's good, and it's not really a better 6 that I can run. I've put Meter in the deck. I would have preferred to put the Light Elemental, the 6/6 Taunt, but I don't have it, and I'm not going to craft it. I have 1 copy of Mothership. I used to run 2 copies of Mothership, but I cut 1 for Meter, because I think I need a slow option and a fast option. Behemoth is in the deck. Good 7. I've put Herring in the deck. I don't own Mutinous. And so I haven't wanted to put Mutinous in. I haven't wanted to craft Mutinous. Because I think that Mutinous is only good against other Control League decks. It's not good at all against aggro decks. I used to run, if I can find it. Here we go. I used to run Slithering Death Scale on 7. And it was actually decent. I didn't expect it to be as decent as it was. If the battle cry doesn't go off, it's, you know, the same as Mutinous against aggro. But when the battle cry does go off, it's another, you know, somewhat board clear, but for 7. I have decided to cut it because I do run fewer spells in this list than I used to run in another list. And so I don't think Slithering would activate as much anymore. And so I've put Red Herring in. It's a taunt, it's got 12 health. Before there was a Sleeping Dragon, which was 9 mana for 12 taunt. And this is 1 attack less for 2 mana less. I think that's good enough. I've only been able to play Red Herring against 1 aggro deck and it got absolutely destroyed, but I think it's just a small sample size. If I see that I need something else on 7, then I'll try and find something, but I don't have that many good 7s, sadly. We do run Primordial Protector as well. This I don't usually play on 8 unless I need to. Usually I keep this in hand if I can. And then once the quest reward is in the deck, this will draw it and I will win the following turn, as well as having a big board presence. I think I explained this last time in the last stream, halfway through a game. But it gets some board presence on, put some pressure on board. They have to deal with that, and they have to deal with the imminent lethal on the following turn. And 2 copies of Whirlpool, because 1 copy is not enough. You do need 2 copies of Whirlpool, I think, if you really want to do anything. I used to run 1 copy, and the other 8 drop was Primordial, but I don't want to play Primordial in 8. So I needed to put an extra copy of Whirlpool in. And yeah, that's the deck list. Let me see who is here chatting very quickly. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing else really to say about that. How do I pop out this menu? Pop out chat. There we go. Okay. So, let's get to ranking. Last stream, we got all the way to rank 3. We are 10 wins away from a Golden Priest, which I am excited about. And I think the game we turn into Golden Priest, I will turn back to Anduin. I think Anduin deserves to be Golden, not Tyrande. Tyrande's already got the animation going on. But we are rank 3 gold. Try and get to platinum today at least. I say that now, but I'm probably going to end it way earlier. Let's try and get to rank 2. We'll see how far we get. Games are long, and you're not always going to win them. Priest. 1,000 wins. I suppose they are quests then. 1,000 wins. They don't usually play the Naga Priest, but maybe this guy is a little different. Good hand. We've got a 2 and a 4. Clean the Scene would be better later on, but I'm not complaining about Clean the Scene. We are looking for a 3. But we do have a few in the deck. Say hello to the opponent. They kept their leftmost card, and they are running Renathon. So I do think this is quest. Yeah. Spirit Guide on 5 as well. Still need a 3-drop. So in the mirror match, the winner is either the one that finishes the quest first, or the one that can steal the quest from the opponent. As a result, identity theft is very, very important. It can copy the Zyrella once it goes into their hand, or it can copy the shard in their deck, which is a little less likely, but I think we coin out the 4. And we hope to top deck a 3 next time, because we need to stay on track. If we don't get a 3 and they play their 4, then we are quite a bit behind. And they got the 4. But yeah, usually theater is very important, and identity theft is very important to steal the reward from the opponent. I think yesterday we had a mirror match where I stole the reward from the opponent. Oh dear. I'll kill that. Pass. But yes, no 3-drop here is very detrimental, let's say. But it looks like they've whiffed on their 5, so we do have time to catch up. Interesting. I'm not sure why they played this card in Priest. We've got a 3. Excellent. We have our 5 and 6, so we just need to draw the 7 and the 8. Okay, we have 2 options of 8. I think it is better to take the Whirlpool, but it might be better to take the Primordial. So I need the Whirlpool to play on 8, because I want to play the Primordial to draw the win condition. But maybe it's better to take the Primordial, and we can use Thrive and Shadows off the Spirit Guide. But that's banking on getting Thrive and Shadows. It's not the other Cathedral. I think I'm going to take the Primordial. I think there's good ways of getting the Whirlpool, and the only way to get Primordial is through Talon, which we don't have in hand. Oh, me down 6. Okay. Right, we do have a 5, we also have a 6. We can Light It Burns the meter, and then kill it off with the 6/6. Play the Spirit Guide. I think that is the best thing to do. Since we have it. The meter can't kill the 5/5 anyway. Oh, they immediately get it back. Oh, I guess then it was a mistake. I was going to say, it's not a mistake unless they get it back right away. And they got the 1 in 28. Oh well. It happens. It happens. No worries. I do like meter, so I'm not, annoyed or anything. Ooh, clean the scene. So it kills everything. Okay. And we missed on the Thrive, but we got the Identity Theft. Which is fine, because Identity Theft, again, can steal either a copy of either their Zyrella or their reward once it gets in the deck. We have a 6 in the Mothership, which will play this turn. But we still need a 7. Right on time. Excellent, Blackwater. Good to have you here. Alright. So, Mage Secret. They picked it now. So, what would you pick? It could be Explosive Runes. I think Explosive Runes is a decent pick. I think Counterspell is also a decent pick. I think Oasis Ally is an okay pick. I think either way, we have to play our 6. There's no way around it. And if it's explosive, then so be it. It isn't. Okay, and then we will take the Whirlpool. Excellent. Now we're not forced to play the Primordial. Okay, so the question is, do we think that it is Oasis Ally? And do we care if it is Oasis Ally? I think we attack, and if it's Oasis Ally, we buff the Mothership. It is Oasis Ally. Ooh, am I overdrawing? I am overdrawing. We don't care about the overdraw. That was a mistake, though, on my behalf, I think. I don't think I should have overdrawn. But there's nothing in the deck we need. We have everything in hand. The only thing would be Thrive and Theater. Their own Behemoth. Very good. And they kill the Mothership. Interesting. Okay. So we're left with the 2 mechs, which one goes into there, and we burn the other Whirlpool. That is fine. Now we don't want to Whirlpool this because it would destroy our own Blackwater. So I think we are forced to play our own Blackwater here. And I believe we hit face with the Security Automaton, although it doesn't actually matter where it hits. I think we continue holding the Shard as well. Let's hope that their Blackwater goes in. Excellent. Now, they just need their 8-drop, which I would assume is also Whirlpool. They hit face as well. If you took any damage this turn, draw a Shadow Spell. Oh, if any hero. Oh, interesting. I don't run this in the deck. That's an interesting card to play. But he doesn't have the 8-drop, it seems. So I think it's a good idea to Whirlpool this if we can. Now that could be Oasis Ally. I think more likely it's Counterspell. So we are going to test it out. We are going to test if it's Oasis. It's not. We're going to test if it's Vengeful or Ice Barrier. It is. Okay, it's Ice Barrier. That's fine. So we also hit face with this. And we will Whirlpool. Now, we would be overdrawing. I don't think we want to overdraw. Did we burn anything else in their deck? 2 sketchy strangers. Ah, my sketchy strangers, of course. I don't want my sketchy strangers, so that's fine. The question is, do we waste the silence for a card draw? The only thing we would want off the cards would be a theatre, for example. In case they have their own theatre. But we already have a identity theft. I don't think it's needed, but I don't think we need the silence either. If they end up playing theatre, then it is a mistake to play the card, because then we have more cards in hand for them to look at. Mutinous, excellent. So that doesn't do anything. The silence play, I mean. It doesn't change anything. And they did miss. They hit Prince Renathal, which was probably the best one they could have hit. That or the Entrapped Sorceress. The bad news is that this Mutinous is too big for Clean the Scene. But we are going to play Xyrella. And I think that we should also play the Dispossessed Soul to try and get the reward immediately. Or a copy of it, if we can. We can't, but we can get a copy of Identity Theft. We can also get a copy of the Lighted Burns to kill the Mutinous, but I don't think we want to kill the Mutinous. It's not a threat on the board. We more care about if they copy our reward and such, so we are going to take the Identity Theft, I think. We're going to hold the location charge for now, though we could buff the Xyrella. We are at 8 cards. I will draw now. Let's draw now. They're draw, but that's fine. We are looking for theatre in case they copy our reward and we can steal it from them. But if they don't do anything of the sort, we can just Primordial to win the game. They Whirlpool, so they have their own Xyrella in hand now. And we could copy it twice with Identity Theft if we wanted to be particularly cool about it, but I think the safe thing to do is just to play Primordial. Ruin off the top, awesome. Play the Primordial, and I will also play the Doomsayer. No, we will keep the Doomsayer in hand. We don't need to play it. Doesn't matter if we use the hero power or not. So now they need to play Theatre if they want to steal our reward, which would be a problem for us. They play their Xyrella, which is fine. And they're playing the spell they discovered, which is Death. Okay, then I think we win, guys. I don't think there's any way to stop our reward. Yep, they cycle the shard. Give him the well played. Oh, almost misplayed that. There we go. And that's game! 40 damage. Alright. Next game. Druid. So if Druid is anything to go by from yesterday, it's probably aggro. That's what we mostly faced yesterday. Those are what our 3 losses are. But there was one game where it was big ramp druid, and that one was an easy win, I want to recall. So I think we do keep clean the scene. We usually wouldn't keep the 5. We want to keep the 2, 3, and 4s. But I think we keep clean the scene in case it is aggro druid. Because clean the scene destroys everything with 3 or less attack, and hopefully they're not too buffed up to get to 4 attack by turn 5. We also keep the identity theft because it will give us information on their hand, and it might even out the curve that we have. They mulliganed away 3 cards, which is a good sign no matter what their deck is. And without Renathal, I do assume it is aggro druid. A peasant on 1, they're coining out another 1-drop, it's probably the Trog. Oh, it's the druid as a taunt. Okay. So pretty good start. Theatar's very good against druid. We realised that yesterday. Because it can steal their Naga. The 3-mana Naga that buffs the board. And so it slows them down. Peasant on board on 1 without a 1 damage hero power is usually lethal. It draws a lot of cards, and there's no way to stop it. Right, let's get our pen and paper out, because it's time to identity theft. We have another clean the scene, that's very good as well. Identity theft. So, okay, so they have the 1/2 trees. So that means they also have the 2 damage of living roots. Living roots times 2, essentially. They have a slither spear. And they have Mark of the Wild. Okay. Mark of the Wild is a 2-drop. And we are missing that. So I think we'll take that. It's also a taunt. The other ones don't do anything for us. Okay. And in the deck, they have 1 copy of Herald, 1 copy of Pride's Fury. I think we would take the Planted Evidence as a copy. We don't want either of the others. Herald does nothing for us, and Pride's Fury, we already have a 4, so it does nothing for us either. But the Evidence might be good. They summon 2 1/1s, so they only have 1 copy of Living Roots. They've played the Slither Spear, and they sow the soil. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. And we're 1 turn off from playing Clean the Scene. The question is, do we Theater? We know that they have Mark of the Wild in hand. We also know that they have 1 copy of Living Roots in hand. So the other 3 cards are unknown. We have the Light It Burns for the Slither Spear, and also for the Peasant to prevent further draws. We have Planted Evidence. Planted Evidence could get us a Clean the Scene, which will cost 3. When I say it like that, I think Planted Evidence is correct, because we can also get Holy Nova, which will kill everything but the Taunt and the Slither Spear, which we can then kill off with the Light of Burns. I think we go for the Planted Evidence. And we missed, but we have a Silence. I think we take the Silence. We heal ourselves, and we hold. The Silence gets rid of 6 attack. I think that is worth. It's a shame we whiffed on the Planted Evidence, though. They play their own Planted Evidence, which they didn't top deck. Oh no, they did, because... No, they didn't, because they silenced the Peasant. They didn't top deck it. Cold-Toothed Mine, so they either draw the highest or the lowest cost card in their deck. I'm not familiar with which ones they are, but I have to assume that that's the Naga. Because I'm not familiar with the cards in their deck, but... No, because the highest cost card would be Pride's Fury, which is essentially the Naga anyway. Either way, we can now clean the scene and get rid of the board. They're playing the card they started with, a Cook. Okay. They've also played the Mark of the Wild. I need to make sure I do that. And they pay the 2 damage Living Roots. So now we know that their hand is 3 cards that we don't know about. They do draw a card, so now it's 4 cards that we don't know about. I think Theater here is an okay idea. We can also Mark of the Wild Theater, and it would complete the first part of the quest. And we also see what's in their hand. So let's do that. Let's see. They have Aquatic Form. I think the Pride's Fury is what they got off the mine. And they have another Mark of the Wild. I think we steal the Pride's Fury. It's that or the Aquatic Form. The Pride's Fury does nothing for us, but it's a lot for them. But we do have a lot of board clears in hand. Maybe one Aquatic Form to prevent them from drawing more cards. And we will give them... Oof. That's a tough selection. I don't want to give them any of these. They concede. Okay, then I do not have to choose. They do concede. Okay. I am fine with this result. Excellent. So we are rank 2, which was the goal of the stream. The very minimum goal. So let's see if we can get to rank 1. Only 8 wins away from Golden Priest still. Alright, another priest matchup. This isn't a golden priest, and like me, it is a Tyrande. Here, I think we throw away the Thrive, and we want to keep the Sketchy to get a 3-drop. And I think we keep the Ruin, sadly. It is probably the worst 4-drop we have to play on 4. I do think we take it. If it is Naga Priest, then Ruin is actually very good to have. In the more likely event, no, it's not more likely actually, that it's a mirror match, then Ruin doesn't matter. And so I'm thinking whether or not to keep the Thrive. Because against Naga Priest I would want to get more board clears, but against a mirror match, I already have the 3, maybe, off Sketchy, so I don't think I need it. And we got a Spirit Guide off that, okay. They did keep their leftmost card, and they are Renathal, so I have to assume that this is Quest Priest. We will find out now on turn 1. It is Rogue! They bamboozled me. They bamboozled me, it's Rogue. Okay. So Renathal Rogue, that would be a Thief Rogue, right? Copying a bunch of cards from other classes. Yeah, Jackpot sort of confirms that. Alright, we don't have to get a Mage Seeker if we don't want to, and that's good because we didn't get one. Kidnap might be good. Kidnap might be good because it would take their Null away. It's definitely better than Explosive Trap. Although Noble Sack might also be good because it would eat up an attack from the Null against something important. But I do think the Kidnap's the best one. Here, to eat up the null. The problem is, I don't think that we're going to be playing it anytime soon, because we are planning on playing Entrapped on 3, and then Shadow Word Ruin on 4. There's the null I was talking about. You do contest it with the Sorceress. Whirlpool is an 8. We could take Whispers, coin it, and kill the null. That's an interesting play. Identity Theft is very good. Especially with them taking two spells that cost 5 or more, and we are looking for a 6 or more. So maybe Identity Theft is the correct play. Whispers is very interesting though, because we can just coin the Whispers and kill the null. It could also be the Whirlpool. I think we don't take the Whirlpool because we already have 2 Whirlpools in the deck. If it was later on in the game, maybe I would take it. But we already have 2 Whirlpools in the deck. I don't think we need a third. The Identity Theft... What's this one here? A Death Rattle minion? I think I want to kill the null. Because the null is... it can be bounced a lot with Shadow Steps. And I don't really want that to happen. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe I should have taken the Identity Theft. To get whatever they're copying. But we drew a 6 naturally. We do play the Ruin here. It's on 4. Even though it does nothing. 4 mana do nothing. We have a 5, we have a 6. So we're looking for 7s and 8s. Doomsayer is not one of them. Cathedral might be good because it draws cards. Light It Burns might be good to get rid of big threats. I think we take the Cathedral just to draw some extra cards. Go face. We're not going to hit the 4-4 with our 3-4. That's a bad trade. Okay, so they did a very cool play. They played Aegwynn, which is the Death Rattle they got, with Fortitude, which they took off the Henge Clan Burglar. That's a very big Aegwynn. Luckily, we do have the Shard, and we're basically forced to play it, right? Because we don't want them to keep an 8-10 around, do we? That will then Death Rattle +2 spell damage forever and ever and ever. I think this is a good silence. They are left with a 5-5 though. Which would mean that Blade Master Okani is a not very good play. Maybe it's better to just play the Spirit Guide. Take the bad trade, take 4 damage, have them play something else, but we get the options of a board clear, perhaps. I think this is correct. Because although we can silence the Aegwynn, we don't have a good follow-up to that silence. We could stab with the +2 spell damage, of course. Get the Clean the Scene, get the Thrive in Shadows. We take 13 to the face, so we're down to 27. It's looking rough. Another Clean the Scene off the top. Clean the Scene doesn't kill the Aegwynn though. We can Thrive and look for the Light Bomb, which we won't be able to play until next turn anyway. They have 16 damage on board, so we would be down to 11. We could play Meter, although Meter is very, very slow. The Clean the Scenes aren't infused either. If we play the Meter, They do 11 to us. Oh, sorry, they do 16 to us. We're down to 11. We go up to 15 with Mida. Mida can also silence. We can silence the board and then trade with Mida. We can Cathedral Mida as well. I think we stay on curve. It's very risky. It's incredibly risky, but I think it is correct. Oh, the animation. Oh, the animation. Oh no, the animation. 7 and 8. 7 and 8. I didn't get it. Ooh, okay. The options there were Dispossessed Soul and another Cathedral. Dispossessed Soul might have been correct instead of Talon, but I want Talon to get the Primordial. Snap decision, because we were running out of time there. They do go face after drawing a spell, and then they Shadow Step the Burglar. And do they play the Burglar again? They do. They get another spell. They should have done this before attacking with the other minions, though, to see if they get something like Bloodlust, which would have put us down to 6. Living Seed, draw a beast, which is cost by 2. They run a beast in the deck. Ah, Krakatoa. Right. Krakatoa's usually 6 mana, right? So if it's reduced by 2, be a 4 mana Krakatoa, that's pretty bad for us, huh? We don't have a 7. I think we Cathedral. We buff our Mida. We drew the 7. We play the Kidnap for the Krakatoa. And we silence the board. And then we get rid of that Aegwin. Bam. We're up to 17. The Mida will heal us for at least another 6, I hope. And we have the Kidnap for the Krakatoa they just drew. If they play around it, then so be it, you know? But I don't think we would have wanted to play anything else. There we go. Krakatoa gets kidnapped. The Claws still have Rush, and they're still summoned. I didn't know that. I thought the Claws wouldn't have been summoned with the Kidnap. But I guess the battle cries go off, right? With Kidnap, so... But we do heal for a lot with Mida. And this is why I run Mida in the deck. It heals for a lot, even though it's slow. What I assume happens is the 2 Claws go into the Kidnap. Yeah. And then he will have Krakatoa with a lot of Claws. But hopefully we get another minion killed for Clean the Scene. Which would be the Red Herring. Which I think is the best play here. They can kill this with the 2 Claws from Krakatoa that they summon plus the weapon. And then we will take 8, 11 to the face. Which will put us down to 14 health. But it's fine, because we can Clean the Scene, we can Light Bomb even. I think they did it incorrectly though. Yeah, they missed 4 damage. Oh well. Sucks for them. So we can Clean the Scene, we can Light Bomb. If we Light Bomb, we're forced to Forensic. If we Clean the Scene, we can play Dispossessed Soul. I want to play Talon to draw Primordial at some point. We can also Thrive in Shadows to try and get the Whirlpool that way. I think we go for the Light Bomb. So I don't think they play anything bigger. But we have a second Clean the Scene. I think we play the first Clean the Scene, actually. Because we have a second copy in hand. And we Dispossess Soul trying to find one of the 8s. We got the Whirlpool. I think we take it over the Mothership or the Lighted Burns. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. Do we want to draw? I don't think we do. I think we hold the charge on the cathedral. Okay, we have the Whirlpool. They play a Shara. That's scary, because that can be another Colossus. It is another Colossus. Do they play it now? Gigafin. That's fine. That is fine. We definitely Whirlpool this. Bam. Get our 4-5 back. I doubt we kill any copies, but maybe they copy the Shara somehow. Nope, we don't kill any copies. And I think we restore health to our face, and we do not draw because we don't want to overdraw. Next turn, I'm thinking about Xyrella and Talon. Just because I want to get the Primordial to get the win condition immediately. This is frozen, that's fine. We definitely want to play the Xyrella. One thing we could do is draw, see if we can get it like that. Drive, see if we can get it like that. Dispossess, to see if we can get it like that. Get the other draw in. I think we do draw. I think we do draw. We'll buff the Xyrella with it. Whirlpool. And I think we do play Talon. But Talon would overdraw us. Well, everything would overdraw us at this point. Except the Cathedral if we don't activate it. No, I think we do the Thrive. We got it. Excellent. Alright. So then we play the Cathedral. No, we play the Forensic. Yeah, we play the Forensic. Kill that and return. Okay, so we have the win condition in hand. We didn't need Talon to get Primordial, because we got it with Thrive, which is another way to get it. The other way was also with Dispossessed. We took our time on the spell like we always do, with Thrive and other Discover effects, just to play some mind games with them. You throw away a Cutlass. Collateral damage! Wow. That's a good spell to have gotten. That might have killed us if we had a wider board. But it doesn't. And we get to Purified Shard. Another victory! Haha! Excellent. I do like the Rogue matchup. It is very slow because the Thief Rogue goes for value, but there's nothing more valuable than 10 mana destroy the enemy hero. So they always end up losing against Priest. Rank 1 gold. Let's try to get the platinum then. Let's try to get the platinum. We're having a much better streak today than we did yesterday. Yesterday we were here for 2.5 hours. And we got, you know, up 1 rank in total. Here now, we've gone up 2. In what, 30 minutes? It's pretty good. Seek Guidance, Doomsayer. We don't want the Light Bomb. Now, against Warlock, usually, what I've been playing against is this hybrid of Imps and Curses, where they flood the board with Imps and refill their hand with the 2 mana draw card for every Imp you have. I can't remember what it's called. And I've seen very few aggro Imp Warlock. But I have seen at least one. I don't think we can justify keeping the light bomb this early. Either way. But I do think we keep the Doomsayer. Because it slows them down on turn 2 if it is aggro. And they're not Renathal. But I don't think the Cursed Warlock typically is Renathal anyway. We got Meter, which isn't great. We got Clean the Scene, which might be good. I say Meter isn't great because it's not great this early on. I think Meter is a good card. It won us the previous game. Librarian. So I think this is the aggro version. So now I need to think if I want to play the Doomsayer on 2, which will slow them down completely, but we don't have a good 3 and 4 follow-up. So now I need to think if I want to play the Sketchy Stranger instead. Because the Sketchy Stranger might get a secret, maybe explosive trap. That would also clear a board of imps. It also doesn't contest the 1-3, but it's there. It stays on curve. We can play the Doomsayer later on. But I think we need to Doomsayer to slow them down, either way. We don't have the curve. We don't have the curve. That is excellent with Doomsayer, with a 3 and a 4. But I think slowing them down here is what's needed. I think if we play the Sketchy and they flood the board, or they play the Viral Library and then flood the board, then it's too late to play the Doomsayer after that. We have a 3, we will play it, even though it's slow. And if we get a 4, we'll play that as well. They circle and buff the Imp. And the Imp is now a 5/5. Okay, we have a Light Bomb. That's excellent draw. We will play our Sketchy, because it's the only thing we have. And we'll think about what secret we want. We don't really want any of these. Well, Snake Trap is a way of dealing with their imps, right? I don't think Sticky Situation is good enough. Snake Trap's also very good for Clean the Scene. But so's Noble Sacrifice. I think Snake Trap's the better one, though, because Noble Sacrifice kills 1/1/1, maybe. Snake Trap kills all 3 of them. So I do think we take the Snake. And they might think that it is Explosive Trap. Do we want to buff the 2/2? I think we do. I think we want to draw cards. So we will buff the 2/2. Got the 8. Oof, a little late, but a little early, sorry, for it. Oh, they tested Explosive Trap immediately. That's interesting. Coin, drag below. Oh dear! Oh no! Oh, we don't get the Snake Trap. Oh, and they buff them as well. Oh, 2 5/5s. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is very, very bad. We're forced to Forensic. Right? We can't Clean the Scene on 1/1s. Forensic and restore health to our hero, because it's better than playing the 1 damage one. And I guess we hope and pray that it is some kind of curse variant, some kind of aggro curse thing. This forces Light Bomb, which I'm okay with. It does put us pretty low though. I think we buff the 3/4 instead of sending this guy in to then Light Bomb. Hit their face. We keep the 3/1 on board. We take 2 from the Abyssal Curse, so we're at 7. So if they can curse us twice, we are dead. Reform is looking good for them, especially if they buff it to a 10/10, because now I can't kill it, except for the light it burns. Oh, what a good draw. Oh, what a draw. We are forced to play light it burns on it, right? I think so. And I think we are forced to then clean the scene on all of the 3/3s afterwards. So we'll send this in. Burn, refarm with the light. And clean the scene. End the turn. We are missing our 4-drop, but right now we're just trying to survive. They've gotten rid of both of their locations. But right now, the threat is the curses. Because their curses are now 3 and then 4. Oh, they do play Flame Imp. That's interesting. And they draw Impending Catastrophe. That's the one that draws all the cards. Oh dear. We have our 4. Is there anything... Yes, Condemn. We could get Condemn. Condemn would clear the board. Condemn's very good. And we have 2 chances. We can get it from the Dispossess and we can get it from the location. Identity Theft doesn't do anything because I don't think they have anything to board clear in their hand. Not for 5 mana. Meter's too slow. See, I think we go for the Condemn. We missed. I think we take the Sketchy because we might get Explosive Trap off that. We might get Condemn here. We don't. We'll take the Talon because it is a 5-drop. And then we draw a card. And it's not Condemn again. So we look for the Explosive Trap. And we missed. But we take the... Oh, we can't play the Hunter Secret because we already have the Hunter Secret in play. Oh, what a misplay. Oh dear, what a misplay. Oh no, we can't play the Snake Trap as a fake out because we have a Snake Trap in play. Oh, this is awful. If they curse us, we're dead. And we're cursed. Good job. Alright. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we didn't have a way of clearing their board. We didn't get a good curve. They destroyed us. There's no point in mincing the words. They destroyed us. But it is what happens every now and then. I'm not exactly sure what went wrong on our plays. Maybe it was taking the Snake Trap and assuming they would trade. Might have been better to take the Noble Sacrifice and guarantee the kill. To then light it burns the imps away on 5 rather than waiting an extra turn and taking a lot more damage. Yes, perhaps it was that. Yeah, not taking the Snake Trap. Guaranteeing the Noble Sacrifice on the Infused. Yeah, I think that was the play. We have a 3. We have a 2 that can get us a 4. So we get rid of the Sketchy. Warlock again. Doomsayer. That's a good 2. Is it Renathal? It's not. I have to assume this is aggro again. Yeah, look at that. Flame Imp. So we do want to play Doomsayer at some point. As soon as possible. If we were going first, Doomsayer would be a lot more powerful. But going second, there's a lot of ways, for example with our library, that they can get rid of the Doomsayer. We do still play it though, in case they don't have it. Although they did keep this card on the left, so I have to assume that they have a way to fill the board. They do not. They do not. We slow them down. Excellent. Oh, that's good. That is very good news. We now Forensic Duster to slow down their minions, because they clearly don't have the spell to fill the board and to buff the imp. So there we go, we slowed down a 3-4 and maybe another 1-drop in their hand. We don't have the 4 that we need for the quest. We don't have the location, which would be good for trading this off. I think we deep run to look for a 4-drop mech, which we get with Steam Cleaner. Excellent. Because remember that Deep Run Engineer reduces the cost of the mech by 1. So because it's a 5, it will be reduced to a 4. Excellent. Now, we could hit the cultist, heal the forensic duster. We would leave the cultist as a 3-1, which would let our Deep Run Engineer trade into it. We could also play the Abyssal Curse, but it's better to heal ourselves if we do that. And we can also play the Sketchy Stranger. Or the Doomsayer. I think we'll play the Sketchy Stranger. Let's try and get some kind of board presence. We do take the Explosive Trap. And we'll hit them in the face. It might have been good to hit the 3-4 anyway, to leave us with 2 3-1s. Perhaps. Perhaps. Because we don't really care about space damage. Maybe that was correct. But then the 3-4 would kill it off, but... Oh, he does the trade anyway, and does Grimoire Sacrifice. In this case, then, it was correct to hit the face, because otherwise they would have hit our face. We take 1. They have the Flustered Librarian, which is a little scary. I think we do play the Steam Cleaner on curve. And I think we coin the Doomsayer. Do we coin the Doomsayer? The problem with coining the Doomsayer is if they have the imps, this would become a 5-3. And then with this, it would become a 9-7. And that would kill the Doomsayer. But it would force them to do that play. But then I don't have a way to deal with the 9-7. But we'd have a 5-5 on the board. We definitely do this. Do we? Oh, we need to discover something. We should have done this earlier. We don't have time to coin now. I will take the shard and I will coin. Oh, I whiffed the coin! I'm not fast enough! Oh no. Oh dear. Give him an oops. Oh, we wasted the coin. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. I forgot about the animation of the quest reward. I always forget about that. So now they can trade the librarian into the 5-5 if they play all the imps and buff the librarian. That's another way of doing it. Oh, only 2 though, and it makes her a 5-5. That's not what I expected. That's not what I expected. I think we play the meter and we trade into the 3-3. I think that's the play. Meter restores health. We trade into the 3-3 here to get rid of some imps on their board. Makes the librarian weaker. Makes their vile library weaker, but it doesn't matter because they have another imp in the hand, which was just infused. And they draw 4 cards. 5 cards? Draw a card, repeat. Yes, so 5 cards. Yikes. And they buff that for 4. So it's a 7-7. And they trade into the meter. That is actually good for me. Interesting. We light bomb? Do we light bomb? I want to play a 5-drop, but I think we light bomb. I think we need to get rid of the board. But if we light bomb here, we can't light bomb later. So maybe it's better to play the Spirit Guide and then the Doomsayer. I will trade into the 7-3 then. Play the Spirit Guide. Get something. This will then draw 2 spells, which is better than the minion from Talon. I think we take the fragment off the top. Oh, but Nether Drake. We don't have a shadow, but we'll get the shadow from the spirit guide. Oh, Nether Drake might be correct. Because they're all 3 at health, but they're not going to remain 3 health, are they? Because they're going to buff. But I'm going to play Doomsayer. I think we Nether Drake, because we're going to play Doomsayer anyway. And we're going to get a Shadow Spell off the Spirit Guide, so it is going to be active. Wicked Shipment, interesting. And now you buff? Well, you want to send the 3-3 into the 5-2 anyway, right? Right, you buff that guy. Draw Clean the Scene and Thrive in Shadows. Now, does he do 13 to face? No, he kills the Doomsayer. And then the 3 goes face. But does he play another Librarian? Okay. And he throws away a second shipment. Alright. We're looking for 7s and 8s. We don't have a single one in hand. We can light more, but the 10-5 stays alive. It will be a 7-5, 7-2, but 7's too big, in my opinion. I think we will just light bomb. Get rid of it. We have a Clean the Scene either way. But the Clean the Scene's not active. It's not infused. Because I just don't want to be blown out by Refarm, right? We have a Silence for the Refarm. At least. We can silence Nether Drake Refarm, for example. I think we Light Bomb. And I think we actually Explosive Trap on the empty board. Because they have to hit our face at some point, right? And if they Refarm, then we can just light more. Ooh, Brand and Refarm? No, curses. Do we overdraw? If they curse us again, we do. No, we don't overdraw. Excellent, okay. 2 and 3. Alright. We're still looking for the 7 and 8. We can get one of them with a Thrive. But it gets rid of our Shadow Spell. Yeah, because you don't count Shadow Spells for the light more. We don't want to throw away our Shard. I don't want to play double Lightmore either. I want to get rid of the Brand. I don't want the Brand to stick around. Maybe it's Clean the Scene. Maybe I Clean the Scene, play both curses. Gets rid of the Brand. And we have one fewer Clean the Scene for the Refarm, but we still have the Thrive and we still have double Lightmore. So let's do it like this. And then we play both curses. Maybe... no. We should have kept the 2 damage curse and just healed ourselves. It would have been the same. But it would have prevented them from overdrawing us next turn. So it was a mistake to play the 2 damage curse. I thought it was the 4 damage curse. That's my bad. That is a mistake. Let's see what they do. Fiendish Circle. So they still don't have Refarm. They have 9 cards left in the deck. They do buff an Imp to a 5-5. Ooh, Tamsin Rome. And they drag below and drag below to give us 2 more curses. That sucks. Light Bomb isn't enough. I think we Light more to kill the Tamsin. The Explosive Trap would kill the 5-5. After that, we play both Abyssals. We're left with 2 mana, and we heal ourselves, I guess. Yeah, it's not looking great though. Play both curses, heal ourselves. If they trade, it's good for us. If they hit face, the Explosive Trap activates and the Imp dies. Unless they buff it somehow, in which case it's not looking good for us. Dark Vein! Oh! For dragged below! Oh no! Explosive goes off. Does it cast the drag below? It does! Oh dear, that's 11, no 13 damage? Oh dear. And they both hit? Oh, I didn't know it could hit the Dark Vein. Interesting. I thought the Dark Vein would have died off the first one, but the second one also cast on it. I didn't know it worked like that. Well, we take 13, which isn't great, because now the next one is 8 damage. Yikes. So we do play both, we are forced to. And we're looking for health gain. So I think we actually thrive in shadows. That's not good. Thrive in shadows again? We need to get health somehow. Meter is health. Delayed health, but it's health. We take a light of burns off there as well. Heal ourselves, go face for 4. If we survive, we actually are threatening lethal, because we have the Cathedral in hand. But the problem is, if they give us 2 curses, we are dead. And we have room in hand for 2 curses. And there's nothing we could have done to prevent that. So if they have a way to curse twice, we are dead. Tamsin does not curse twice, but it does prevent lethal with the +5 armor. Fiendish Circle. Touch of the Netherresume. Okay, so it's not lethal. Not lethal. We can Nether Drake to get rid of all the 1/1s, hit them in the face. And I think we want to hit them with the Cathedral as well. So we'll do the Cathedral first to draw a card. Sorceress. That's fine. Hit them in the face. What are we at? We're at 15. And the last curse did 7. So 8 and 9 is 17. Which would be lethal even if we heal ourselves. So I think we get rid of the 1/1s. And yeah, it is 8 and 9, which is 17. So if we heal ourselves, we do die to the curses. So I think we have to entrap Sorceress to look for some healing, which we don't find. We will take the lighter burns, I guess. We are threatening lethal again on the board, but they can kill 1 with a curse. If they give us another curse, we're dead. We're dead. Well played. Nothing we could do there. We didn't get any more healing. We healed as much as we could have. And yeah, they just needed the 2 curses. They got it off the Tamsin. So it is what it is. We're back down to rank 2. We're back down to rank 2. But we were expecting some losses at some point. So it's not that bad. I'm not sure what I would have done different in that game. I think... I'm not sure what I would have done differently. Maybe getting the meter immediately when the Doomsayer was on board. With the Spirit Guide. Maybe getting the meter instead of whatever else I got, the Lightmore. Because the Lightmore didn't end up mattering because he didn't play Rafam. I was scared of the Rafam, but I should have been scared of the curses, I guess. Mage. Right, let's get rid of the Dispossessed because we have Okami. That's an easy mulligan. Whirlpool. It's not great to have on turn 1. Mage. Now, there's 2 types of mages. There's the mech mage, which is aggro, and there's the spooky mage, which is a bit more value oriented. They did get rid of the entire hand, and they are Renathal, which makes me think that they are Spooky Mage. Spooky Mage is very good against us. I'm not gonna lie. Because they get to do a lot of damage later on in the game, which is very hard to get rid of, just like the curses, right? But I have won a few games against Spooky Mage, and it usually came down to stealing Arcanist and then using the battle cry in our favor. We throw away the shard. We need to get a 2. Because the Arcanist says, as a battle cry, recast a spell of each school you've cast this game. And that does count the holies and the shadows that you have. So if you can somehow get some healing off that, or a board clear, or something like that, it really swings it into your favor. The hero power does nothing for you, because you want to be healing yourself, then damaging the opponent. But Arcanist usually does win the game, unless 2, for the priest, if you can steal it somehow. Stealing it prevents it from them. Copying it is also fine, though. That's what I found, anyway. Stealing their Kel'Thuzad and their Mordred is also pretty necessary. However, because they do a lot of damage, especially the KT. I don't want to play Okani here, because Okani is just going to die. So we play the Engineer. I think we take the Explosive Sheep and we play it. The reason for this is the other 2 mechs do nothing for us. Because we already played a 2-drop, so we don't need the Gorilla. But the Sheep kills 2 of his minions. He trades like this. He pings it. I would have conserved the hero power, I think. We do play the Okani. And we will go for... They have a coin in hand, so we'll go for minion. We're looking for a 5, but we didn't get it. I think we take the Cathedral, because it will combo with the Soul. It's either that or the Sorceress, to try and get a 5-cost spell, which would be against all odds, which is very bad against Mage. And Clean the Scene. Clean the Scene might be good. But Cathedral can also draw into Clean the Scene. And we have another turn anyway, because we're playing the Mothership on 6. Yeah, we take the Cathedral, because we have the Dispossessed Soul anyway in hand. Freezes the Okani, of course. Pings it. Trades the 2-1 into it. Doesn't do anything else. We will play the Mothership and we will rush into the 2-2 and hope it misses the Okani. It does. We get, okay, a 2-4 and a 4-3. It could have been worse. The Okani's still alive. We still need a 5-drop though. Coin. Blizzard. That's good. We can now heal the Okani though. Yeah, I'm going to play the Cathedral. Use it to buff the Okani to draw a card. 6-drop. Heal the Okani in the turn. Yeah, we're still looking for a 5-drop. But we can get it with Dispossessed Soul, hopefully. So we have the Primordial for the win condition at the end. We counter Finley. I don't know if they would have wanted to play Finley or not. I'm glad the Parrot is only doing Blizzard, because it would have been very bad with Deathborn. Let's try and get our 5-drop. We got the Spirit Guide, excellent. We will heal the Okani again, in case of Deathborn. We won't play the Sketchy Stranger, in case of Deathborn. They can trade the Parrot into the 4-5, and then Deathborn. They're not playing Deathborn, because they played Cold Case, though. Commander Silvara! It could be anything. I assume it's Coin, Blizzard, Cold Case. That's what I assume. Here we play the Spirit Guide. Yeah, we play the Spirit Guide and we'll see what we get off the Discover here. Because we're looking for a 7. We have the Whirlpool on 8. We're looking for a 7. We missed. I think we don't have a Shadow for the Lightmaul. I think we take the Shard. Although Entrapped Sorceress could discover a 7, there is Elic Mount as a spell. Elic Mount does slow them down. The Shard might be good though, because it gets rid of all the death rattles. They haven't played that many though. I'm gonna take the Entrapped and I'm gonna play it immediately. And we missed. We'll take the Powered Fortitude. Sharon Ritual. Kill that. Buff. No. Okay, no time to buff. Maybe a Sharon Ritual wasn't correct. Yeah, because we don't really want to copy anything, do we? Blizzard from the Commander. Coin, and then Cold Case again. Trade into the 5-3 twice? Yes, okay. 2 to face, 3 to face. Okay, clean the scene. Identity theft. Oh, we burn. Oh dear, we burn. Okay, we can clean the scene. Gets rid of the board. But we're still looking for a 7 after that. We can Whirlpool, but that doesn't actually do anything on this board state. We can clean the scene Identity Theft. But then we're forced to play a 2-drop. Maybe it's just Whirlpool, heal ourselves. Whirlpool does get the 8 out of the way. There are better Whirlpools, but it does get the 8 out of the way. We can heal ourselves or we can play the secret Sketchy Stranger thing. Let's heal ourselves. They have 6 dead skeletons. So Kel'Thuzad is not very good. Deep Water gets them 3 armor for the Arcane Intellect, okay. And they ping the face. We're at 20. Okay. We've got the Silence. That's good. We're still looking for our 7 though. We can meter, buff the 3-4, kill it with the light it burns. It'll have 3 mana left over. Let's meter for sure. Because we need this healing. And I'm thinking of Identity Theft. But then we're overdrawing. Let's just draw a card here. Light it burns. And we will play the Forensic Duster. So we can Identity Theft next time. I don't want to Identity Theft because they don't have a lot of 7s in that deck. So we're not even going to steal anything anyway. Rune of the Archmage. Yikes. Deep Breath does 4, so you have 4 spells in hand. Snap Freeze just freezes that. Deathborn does nothing. Frozen Touch hits the face. Wildfire's bad. Trade, sale, fire sales, not that bad. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. It's got a bunch of zeros. Another zero. Snap Freeze kills Mida without healing because it's in the deck. Okay. I think... I think we play the Identity Theft and we try and get a 7 from them. We also get to see what's in their hand. They have a Mordresh in hand! Oh dear! Okay. They have Mordresh, they have Cold Case, and they have Flurry. Flurry isn't much of a problem. Cold Case is a little bit. Mordresh is bad, but they've only done 3 damage with the hero power for now. I think we take the Cold Case, because we need the armor. They still don't have KT in hand. That's good to know. I think we take the Deathborn for a little bit of AoE. Because Kel'Thuzad does nothing for us. We play the Cold Case. Just to get a little bit of armor. And I think we heal ourselves as well. They can Deathborn this, but I know one of the Deathborns in the deck, so... Parrot, that does what? Arena of the Archmage? Yikes. Okay. Shooting Star, that's fine, that does nothing. Seafloor Gateway, don't have max. Ignite the Face, they've ignited the deck now. It's another win condition. Frozen Touch the Face, of course. Secret, draw 2 cards. Explosive Runes, so we know it's Explosive Runes. That wasn't that bad of a rune. Cold Case, Flurry, which we know they had both of. We know that's Explosive Runes. And we still do not have our 7. Right. We can Deathborn. We can Asharan Ritual the 2/2 there, so that it doesn't Death Rattle, and then Deathborn. And that should kill the Parrot. Excellent, it did kill the Parrot. We have 5 skeletons now. 8 cards in hand. If we draw, we don't get to discover with Dispossessed Soul. So I will stay like this. For now. Wildfire again. So that hero power is doing 3 damage now. Mordresh is active. Okay. Need to be careful of Mordresh. It is now active. Hopefully these skeletons kill the 3/5. They don't. Ignite to the face. Because they top decked it. Fire Blast to the face. Mordresh does 10. With that another 13, 16. I am dead. There is no way to survive this. Unless we trade for Theater. Nope. Unless we get Theater. Nope. Unless we trade for Theater. Nope. We even they have Explosive Runes anyway. So it doesn't actually matter. Because it will do 3 to us, that's still on board. Yeah, we're dead. There's nothing we can do. Mordresh is 10 damage. We can't take it off their hand. Only thing is if we get something off this, which I doubt heavily. Gives us a 5/5, but it's not good enough because they have Mordresh in hand. We put them the World Played, and we concede because they have the Mordresh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That's a shame. That's a shame. Nothing we could do though. We tried to get all our outs. Mage is hard, and if we don't get the 7 like we needed, then we're too slow, you know? You know, it's what happens. It's what happens. No biggie. Stuff happens. We are against a warlock again. Okay. I'm not excited about warlock, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not terribly excited about the warlock. We have a 2, a 3, and a 4. I guess I keep it. The problem is, if it's aggro, then our hand is incredibly slow. The identity theft is not going to get anything out of them, probably. And they're playing a librarian on 1. Yeah. Maybe it was a bad keep. Maybe it was a bad keep, but it's the curve. And I have light bulb on 6. Okay. Bloodbound imp. Oof, that doesn't even die to condemn. We definitely thrive instead of condemning here. And we take clean the scene. Hell yes. Okay. This isn't that bad now with clean the scene in hand. Until they buff something, and then clean the scene would be useless against that buff. Still, we have paper for our identity theft and theatre and Duke. There's the library, but I think he's going to hold back on the buff for now, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. That's 4 damage, 5 with the library. We can Doomsayer. Maybe. If we Doomsayer, they would have to play 2 imps. No, 1 imp. They would have to play 1 imp to kill it. That's too easy. Yep, they had an imp in hand. They have a lot of imps in hand. Okay. They have piggyback. They have another bloodbound. And they have a circle. Which they'll probably play next turn. Out of these, I would take the circle for the infusions. And we'll take the Okani from their deck. Can't coin anything out. We're going to take a lot of damage. A lot of damage from this Fiendish Circle into the buff. We can't do anything about that 11-8 right now. We can coin clean the scene. But again, it does nothing about the 11-8. I think a better play is to Doomsayer and Condemn. Condemn kills the 1/1s, which reduces this one's attack. And then we Doomsayer as a 7 heal. And next turn we can coin out the light bomb, for example. Another circle. Oh, draw 6. That's pretty good. Hits that, hits face. So both circles are out of the game. That's good for us. We coin the light bulb. We have to, right? He's left with a 2/2 on board, but gets rid of the 11-7 at least. Still need to play a 4 at some point. We know they have a bloodbound and a piggyback on the left-hand side of the hand. The rest of the hand is unknown, though. Reform. Oh, reform. Oh, reform. I need to top deck a light bomb. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh dear. Clean the scene kills us. 3/3s. It's not good enough. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Even if I get a silence off this, I'm dead. I'm dead if I clean the scene. I'm dead if I copy something. Yeah, I need to find a spell, I guess. I can clear this. Holy Nova's not enough. Drown's not enough, and neither is Shadow of Death. Yeah, we're dead on board. Alright. That's another loss. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We had no early game, so we were too slow. That was what I was fearing with the hand we kept. It was too slow. Ooh, rank 2 0 stars. Oh, what a loss streak we've been on for the last 45 minutes. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh well. Stuff like this happens. Nothing to get worried about. We are against Druid. Okay. We've had a 50-50 win rate against Druid. Get rid of both of these. Oh, maybe we should have kept Clean the Scene. That was too fast of me. I regret throwing away Clean the Scene. Especially since they've kept their entire hand. And they're not Renathal, so they're definitely aggro. Oh dear. I might have just lost this game by throwing away Clean the Scene, guys. I apologize. I was too fast there. I was far, far too fast. I didn't think that through. And they're going to coin out 2 1-drops, I assume. I hope they're slow, but I think they do coin out 2 1-drops because they did keep their entire hand. Peasant, and they buff it with the sidekick. Yep. Deep run, okay. I think we take the Popsicle for the freezing. Oh dear, oh dear. We should have kept the Clean the Scene. That was a horrid, horrid mistake. And we're probably getting punished for it, to be honest. They are going face. They're not trading into the 1-2, which means I can get the 2-1 out. I am going to Identity Theft on 3. Oh, should I Popsicle because it contests the 2-3. I think we Popsicle. But then we're slowing down. Oh, this is slowing down too. Oh, this always goes in there, right? But we might Identity Theft and see something else. I want to see what's in their hand, because they've kept 2 cards and they haven't played either. Okay, so they have Living Roots in hand. They have Herald. Oh dear, they have Herald. And they have Aquatic form. I don't know if the correct play is Aquatic or Grasping Roots. I think it's Aquatic, because we can get Clean the Scene maybe off the bottom. Out of these, it's probably the Druid. Kill the 2-1. End the turn. They've drawn out of 2 cards. I'm wary of a Herald, but if they Herald now, it's not too bad. I assume they're going to 1-2 trees. And then some kind of other 1-drop. Another Druid, which they put in aggro mode. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And they buff its health, that's why they put in aggro mode. 1-2 trees, and now the Herald is ridiculously good. They have 9 on board. The Herald would give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have 15 with the Herald, which would put us down to 19 health. I think we play the 4-5. Try and contest the board somehow with it. And hopefully Aquatic Form gets us the clear we need. The guide also discovers a clear. Maybe. Let's see. Condemn is 2 damage. Doomsayer is too slow. Condemn, I think, is too slow though, because the Herald is +1/+2. Condemn is too slow. Doomsayer is too slow. But I think Doomsayer is better because I can get it. I think Doomsayer is better because if I stabilize, I can then do the Doomsayer, but I don't think Condemn is good enough. So here, they play the Herald for sure, right? Unless they just drew Pride's Fury, in which case they will probably do that instead. Aquatic Form needs to get us Clean the Scene. And it would clear everything but the 4-5. The shark that they have. Light Bomb is not good enough. 1, because it's too late, and 2, because the board's not good enough for Light Bomb. They get the roots out, so the last card we know that's in their hand is Aquatic Form. Alright, so they do a bunch of damage. We're down to 23. We draw a Nether Drake, which we are missing both spells for. Great. Okay, Aquatic Form needs to get us Clean the Scene. We missed. Oh dear. Oh dear. Doomsayer. That's 7. That's 7. And then do 3 to our face. We can do a 1-3 in the middle though. So 3 goes into the 1-3. 3 and 4 goes into 1 Doomsayer, the rest goes into the other Doomsayer. Yeah, it's not good enough. The Light It Burns kills the 3-3. The 3-1 can kill the 3-3, and the Light Burns can kill the 4-1. Buff this for a 5 attack to kill the 3-5 instead. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, take the Light of Burns, get the Rush, draw a card off it, send it into the 3-5, Light Bomb, Light It Burns, the 4-1. Light Bomb's not good enough though, but it is a holy spell, so if we get a Shadow spell, we can do Light more. Living Roots for minions. Pride's Fury. So now Lightmore is definitely not correct. We need exactly Clean the Scene. Whirlpool is not enough. Light Bomb's not enough. This is lethal. Well played. Yep, and we got punished for not keeping Clean the Scene. Clean the Scene would have destroyed the board, we would have stabilized on 5, but we threw it away because we didn't think about it. That's a mistake on my half. My mistake on my behalf. I'm very sorry. Back down to rank 3, 2 stars. We do have a profit from where we started. We're 1 star above from where we started, but we have just gone down 2 ranks. Some of the losses we couldn't do anything about, like the Warlock. But that Druid loss we should have definitely won. Priest! Okay. Priest mirror match. It might be Naga. It might be Quest. It might be Rogue. It might be Rogue, like the last time. We keep the 2, we keep the 4. We're looking for a 3. They also kept most of their hand. They threw a 1 card, actually. Renathal, I have to assume it's Quest. Play the quest, end the turn. Say hello. They are Golden Priest. They could be 1,000 ones, we don't know. They are also quest. Alright, throw away the Condemn. Get out of here. Looking for our 3-drop. We have our 4-drop in Nether Drake. We'll keep the Ruin just in case, but I don't think we'll need it. That Sketchy's good, but I think they whiffed on the 3-mana secret, maybe. We whiffed on our 3-mana card, so we will threaten and heal the opponent's face, as is tradition for priests. They did not say thank you, so I am a little bit insulted. Devouring Plague. I don't run Devouring Plague in this list because I don't think it is good enough. Theatar. Theatar is interesting, but I think we have to keep it for when they complete the quest. So we will play a Drake in the turn. We should have played the Drake we kept in the hand, however, I think. They play their own Drake, and their Drake is active. So they have a light and a shadow spell in hand. Which doesn't tell us much, but it does us something. Oh dear, we've whiffed our 3-drop. Oh dear, oh dear. We will heal ourselves and end the turn. Yeah, this is very bad in the mirror match. Whiffing the 3-drop, whiffing the 5s and 6s as well is very bad in the mirror match. Secret. Rogue Secret. They quickly picked that off Deep Run Engineer. And they threw away the Amulet, which we also don't run in the deck. We whiffed the 3-drop again, we heal ourselves, and we pass. It could be Kidnap, it could be Sticky, it could be Double Cross, there's no way of knowing. Mothership on 5, that's what they got off the Deep Run. Sketchy can maybe get us to 3. We get it. It is the Spider. We're looking for both a 5 and a 6. We will take the 6. We will heal ourselves, because not double cross, because they just summoned the Spider. They definitely have a 6 in hand. That's why they quickly picked that Mothership, right? And I'm thinking it's also Light Bomb. That's what I'm thinking. They did make a mistake in attacking with the 4/4 first. They're attacking face with the Mothership. They do Light Bomb. Okay, that's why they did it. Oh, look at that. Explosive Sheep's on board. We get to clear the board with our Light Bomb. Which I think is the best play. Light Bomb was their light card. They still have a shadow in hand. Whirlpool, well that does nothing for us. Light Bomb for 6. Heal ourselves. Hope for a 5. They are just 1 off the curve. They've got the 7 and the 8 to play and they're on 8 mana. So they're going really fast. Thrive in Shadows, quick pick. I assume that's Whirlpool. Okani. Okani. Spell or minion? They coin. Thrive was their shadow, by the way. And they buffed the Okani. That's very good. That's a good play. Right. Let's assume that it is minion. I don't want to keep the Nether Drake in hand. It's spell. Okay. I think we also contest the board with the Dispossessed Soul. Because we need to keep it in case we get the what's it called? The location, the cathedral. We keep the Lighted Burns because we need to keep it for the Okani there. Heal ourselves in the turn, I guess. They're still looking for a 7-drop. They have the Whirlpool in hand, thanks to their Thrive. I'm almost certain it's Whirlpool. If it's Elec, then well played to them. But I'm almost certain that Thrive got them a Whirlpool. And I don't think they want to play it now because of the 4/4. Right, there's the 7. Oh, well, they killed the Dispossessed Soul. There's the 7, it's Mutinous. Amulet traded away again. It's at 3 now, wow. Shard trades away. Hit face. We still don't have our 5-drop. And I don't like the board state. Don't like it one bit. I want to trade this into that and play a spell. Yes, I can trade that into that. I can buff the Murloc and then get rid of it with the Lighted Burn. So we will buff the Murloc like this. Trade into you. Kill the Murloc. Let's find a secret because we can. I want to heal myself, right? So I will take the sticky. Because Oasis Ally is not going to do anything. Avenger's not going to do anything. I would be thinking about Whirlpool here. Okay, Zyrella's also a good one. I don't know what death rattles they've had though. Mothership, right? Explosive Sheep, okay. Not that bad. Okay, so now they have Zyrella in hand. We can steal it with the Theater. We can steal Zyrella with the Theater. They have 9 cards in hand. It is incredibly unlikely. But they now have deal 5 damage as a hero power every other turn. We need to hit the Zyrella. We got it! We got it, guys! Oh, that's good. Okay. Okay, we definitely take the Zyrella. We can't take anything else. We give them the red herring. We need the board clear. We need the primordial. And we play the Zyrella. And that counts as a 5-drop. That's hilarious. Can we discover the Purified Shard? They concede! They concede! We won. Guys, we won. We absolutely won because of Theater. This is why you run Theater in the deck. Oh, excellent. Excellent. They must be livid. I do feel bad for them. They must be livid due to that Theater. We were going to lose that game if it wasn't for Theater. Theater is the only reason we have any right to win that game. We had other routes. We had Identity Theft, but we just weren't drawing it. We weren't drawing our 5 either. But I think if we didn't have Theater, I don't think we could have won. Maybe with Identity Theft if we were lucky enough, but I don't know. Alright, Mage. Mage is a hard one. Throw away the Whirlpool, keep the Thrive for a 2. So, like I said last time with Mage, you have to be fast in completing the quest. Because if you go too slowly, the Mage will out-burn you. Doomsayer is good to slow them down in the early game. But the Thrive's good to find Identity Theft, which will then get us more cards. They haven't played anything. Any minions, I should say. So I am going to Thrive for the Identity Theft, which we missed. Do we take the Shard for a reroll, or do we take the Clean the Scene to have the 5-drop? I think we take the Shard for a reroll. Because Clean the Scene's good and all, but if we don't have a 3 and a 4, then we can't use it anyway. Coin. Frostweave's good. Then they get the 2/1/1s. Throw the shard away. Get a nether drake. Alright, Pale Doomsayer here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is one off killing the Doomsayer. Let's mage. Oh, they just draw 2 cards and go face. Very well. We cleared the board. I'm fine with this. We can light more on 4. We have a 5. We just need to get a 3-drop now. Off the top. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 3-drops in the deck. So it's a 1 in 4 chance. 25% chance to get a 3-drop. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Could be worse. Let's see. Cold Case. I think that's a solid 4. They were thinking about what 4 to play, which makes me think that they have quite a few options at their disposal. Condemn is not good enough. Condemn is not good enough. I think we condemn to kill the... Oh, we hit face first. We condemn to kill them, and we heal the 4/4. Excellent. We have to risk that, I think. Can't let the skeleton survive on board. We're still looking for a 3-drop. Still looking for a 3-drop. Still looking for a 3-drop. Another Dungeoneer. Gets another Frost spell. We still haven't played either of the Frost spells, so I have to assume that they're either Deathborn or Blizzard. Got another 4, not another 3 though. I think we can play the Mothership because we have a Light Bomb in hand anyway. I'm gonna go face with the 4/4. Still need the 3-drop. Still a 25% chance on every card draw to get that 3-drop. I think we're too slow now though. Talon does get us a 7 guaranteed because we have the Primordial in hand. But we still need to get the Whirlpool. We still need to get the 3-drop. We still need to play everything. I think we're far too slow. Evoker gets them a... Oh, that's a Rune of the Archmage if I've ever seen one. 9 mana. Hit face. Ping this. They should have done that earlier, right? Maybe. We get a Popsicula and a Trench Surveyor and another 5-drop, which we do not need. But it gives us a chance to play the Talon, I guess. Hit the face for 3. Heal ourselves for 2. End the turn. We should have healed the Popsicula though. Still not getting the 3. It is getting close to a 1 in 3 chance. It's between 1 in 3 and 1 in 4 at the moment. They ping a 4/4, yeah. But they don't have the mana for Deathborn, do they? They're just preparing the Deathborn, I see. It's very obvious that they're preparing the Deathborn here. Used to cost, so now Rune is 8 mana. Right? Reduce the cost of the highest cost spell in your hand by 1, yeah. So we know that Deathborn's coming. We want to trade this off, obviously. Another Dispossessed Soul, that's not good. We throw away the 2 health. We throw away the 2 health. We heal up the Popsicula and we go face. And we end the turn. The bad news is they can ping the Popsicula and then Deathborn anyway, but I mean, what else are we gonna do? At least we get the 7 off Talon. Increases the chances even more getting the 3-drop, but we're really missing that 3-drop, huh? Here's the Deathborn, which we were expecting. There's a red herring for 7. And this can get us a 3-drop. Please. Mage Secret. Excellent. Doesn't matter which one it is. As long as it's the Mage Secret. Get the quest completed here. We want the Whirlpool. Because we have the 5, the 6, we have the 7. We need the other 8, which is the Whirlpool. We play the 4-5 to contest the board. And now we just need to play a card every turn. Play the 5, play the 6, play the 7, play the 8. Not in that order, but it has to be 5 and 6 before the 7 and 8. Bran Bronzebeard is scary. Varden Dawn Grasp kills one of the minions. Finley does literally nothing. I lie. They get to look at the bottom of their deck. So get to see what the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards are in their deck. So Philly doesn't do nothing, but I don't think it did what they wanted. We clean the scene? I think so, because the brand doesn't die to Light Bomb. I think first way Identity Theft though. We knew they had the rune in hand, but it's not reduced. So they have another rune in hand. This rune is a 9. They also have an 8 rune. They have a Flurry. They have a Blizzard. I think we take the Flurry. And we definitely take a copy of their Theater, wherever it is. We play Clean the Scene, we kill the board, and we heal ourselves for 2. We end the turn. Theater's very good. Alright, so we know they have 2 runes in hand. They have the 9-cost rune and the 8-cost rune. No, but when you shuffle into the deck, does the cost get reset? Maybe. I think the cost gets reset when you shuffle it into the deck. I know. Yeah, there's the rune. I think they only had the 1 rune. I'm glad that happened. 3/3. Okay, so they definitely have a snowman. Okay. And the snowman got turned into a jellyfish. That was a really bad rune for them. That's good for us. 6 mana. Light Bomb it is. Bam. Discover a card. Question is, do we want a Theater? Maybe not. I think we take the Spirit Guide. Renathal. I think we look for a secret. It's that or Theater. I know they have a Blizzard in hand. I know they have a Flurry in hand. That's 2 cards out of their 7. They have a Snowman in hand. So the other 4 cards, I don't know what they are, but they tried to Finley it. I don't know if they tried to Finley it because it was bad or because they didn't want the Finley. I think we just play the sketchy and get a secret Ice Trap. It's definitely a good secret. We play that, we end the turn. Okay. Next turn, Red Herring into Prince Renathal, for example. Another option is to Whirlpool if they get a big board somehow. I want to assume that the Finley was a mistake. Oh, Theater. Oh no, they just top deck Theater. Oh, that's bad. They could steal their Theater back. They stole their Theater back. They gave us a snowman. They're gonna play the Theater again. Oh dear. This is bad. What did they take? They took the Whirlpool. No! No, the Whirlpool. We only have 1 Whirlpool left. Oh, crap. Oh, that's bad. Okay. We Red Herring, because it's a 3-drop. Sorry, a 7-drop. We Flurry, because we don't want them doing anything here. And we play the Renathal, and we end the turn. And we pray to God that we get a whirlpool, I guess. The good thing is that they don't have the theater for the quest reward. That's the good thing. Oh, that's a rune. Okay. Draw 2 cards. Draw a card. Play a secret. Play another secret. Cold case. One of those secrets is barrier. Ruined orb. Okay. Random spell in hand from the ruined orb. Okay, Reckless Apprentice, 2 to everything that I own. We didn't get the whirlpool. That is bad. Let us hit face. One of them is barrier, we knew that. Okay, so it's not vengeful. Test counterspell. It's not counterspell. Test explosive runes. This is a beast. Let's take the amalgam. It is explosive runes. It's not active yet. Let's get a beast. No 8-drop beast. You will take the 3 armor, I guess. Let's play a 6/6. Let's go face. And the turn. Yikes. Okay, so they have no more secrets. They still have the flurry. No, they gave the flurry to me. What did I write here? Snowman. Right, they don't have the snowman either. They gave that to me as well. They still have a blizzard. I don't want to pay the primordial because it guarantees the win once we get the whirlpool off the top. But maybe we are forced to pay the primordial, get the whirlpool off the top from that. And then, I don't know. Right now we have to play clean the scene though. And then we can forensic and beetle. We know they have a whirlpool as well. Oh man. If this was an 8-cost spell, we would be very happy. But it's not. It's a 9-cost spell. And there's no way to reduce that. That I know of. The Octobot can do it off the what's it called? The mothership. I should have thought about that actually instead of the amalgam. But I thought that was an 8-drop beast. No, because Behemoth's 7. Is there an 8-drop beast? I don't know. I don't know. Either way, if we get whirlpool off the top, we're happy. They clearly have a bad hand, because otherwise they would have blown us out of the water by now, right? That's what I'm thinking, at least. Ramthal. I think we have to primordial, which isn't what we want to do, but I think we have to. Ruin? Yeah, I think we have to. Trade, primordial. Primordial first. Get the 8-drop. It's an 8/8. Awesome. Let's heal. What's this? 3 damage? Yeah. Trade, heal our face. We got to 28 with this, right? So we can go up to 30 if we heal. Or we can heal this to keep it alive. Let's do that. 17 damage on board. We still have an ice trap, which is insane that they haven't played any spells since we played the ice trap. Evoker for a 3 mana spell. We Ice Trap the Blizzard. So the Blizzard now costs 7. They freeze the 8/8. They have a 3 mana card as well. We are forced to play Zyrella, pretty sure. We can trade into the 3/4 and heal the 6/6. Sure. Go face with this, and I might as well play you to contest the board a little bit, I guess. But yeah, it's not looking great. I know they have the Blizzard in hand, it costs 7. They have a 3 mana spell, which they got off the Evoker. There's the Blizzard. So now we don't know what's in their hand other than that 3 mana spell and the Whirlpool, which they haven't played here, interestingly. Okay. Deathborn is very good. Luckily they can't play Deathborn yet. 4 damage, oh no, 3 damage here, but I thought they had 2 damage, 3 damage earlier. Okay. They're definitely setting up a Deathborn, it looks like. I don't want them to Deathborn me, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to play the 3/4, and I'm going to end the turn. I'm forcing them to Deathborn. Blizzard again, okay. They'll Deathborn next turn then. Oh yeah, they got at least 3. Yeah. They definitely have a Deathborn in hand. I'm certain of, I'm so certain I'm gonna write it down. They have Deathborn in hand, I'm certain. Do we meter and heal one of the 1 health minions? I think we do. I think we meter, heal the Taunt. Yeah. Go to Taunt. Play the meter. Let them Deathborn. Let them Deathborn me. Dawn Grasp. As a top deck. What a top deck. Draw 2 cards. Summon 2 2/2s. No board play though. And a Wildfire. Ooh, what's the damage? 5? Could have been worse, but still a lot of damage. Where's that going? They can't honorably kill anything, luckily. With 5 damage. Trade into that. Yeah, okay. Okay. Solid Alibi. Yikes. Okay. And we still don't have anything. Alright. I think we get a 9/9. What's this? 5 damage? No, because then if both of these hit the 9/9, then it's bad for me. So we trade first. Hits the Divine Shield. We heal this guy. Can't play the 9 anymore. That was stupid. That was a very bad mistake. We'll trade in like this. Okay. Hit the face for 1. End the turn, because we want to keep the Dispossessed Soul in case we get a Cathedral. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Another cold case. We're really stretching. Ooh, the meter. Okay. We have 4, right? No, they only get 3. Oh, so the Death Rattles don't activate anymore. Oh, what a top deck! What a top deck! Let's go! What was that, 1 in 14? 1 in 15? That was unlikely. I guess 1 in 14 because of the shard, right? Oh, what a top deck. Oh, we got a quest of 12 beasts. Excellent. And we're back to rank 2. 1 star. I think I'm going to end the stream here, guys. I need to go get some food. 5 wins off a gold. Golden Priest. We have made progress today. We've gone from rank 3 gold rank 1 star to rank 2 gold 1 star. It is still a positive win rate on the deck. So I think today was a success. I will again put this in the playlist, upload it as episode 3, let's say. And let me know if I should change any cards out. I think the weakest card is either the forensic. Let's see. If I go to the collection. Renathal. I think the weakest card is either the forensic duster. Because I don't really want to play this on 3. I'd rather play one of the other 3s. Right? Or the Nether Drake. Because it's very unlikely to have it active. The problem is, I don't know what I would play instead of the Nether Drake. Maybe Partner in Crime for 2/5s? The problem is, when Nether Drake is active, it does 3 damage to everything. But is that fast enough? We have a Holy Nova, there's Disarming. There's to kill a draw, essentially. Holy Nova, I think, is slower than Nether Drake. Void Shard is 1 removal and some lifesteal. I'm not too certain. And for the 3 drops, maybe Harvester and Envy, because I'm copying, but I'm not copying that much. Maybe Switcheroo instead of the Forensic Duster. Draws 2 minions. Maybe. Horn of Rathion. But I don't think that's good enough, even though it draws 1 minion. Because I don't think I'm getting the Whelps anytime. Handmaiden maybe, but I think that's too slow. Herald of Light maybe, for the aggro, but I think 6 health is way too slow. Copycat? Copycat might be good. I'm not a fan of Devouring Plague. So that's already not on the list. Devout. I used to run Devout. It draws a spell. I don't know, let me know. Let me know what you would, if you would change any of these cards around. And also if Red Herring is good enough for 7. Because I really don't know. Because it's as good as Geddon. It's as good as Nozdormu. And that's not great, is it? I'm not sure if Slithering would be better for Herring. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's it for today. So maybe I'm around tomorrow, maybe I'm not. So see you guys around.